Genitals, I am Mega Dash, and welcome back to, let's open this switchblade thingamahiki. So, it's got, like, some kind of tag on it. Let's examine that for now. There's a small tag on this knife! It seems to say SL92. Huh. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. So are we saying SL9 was another incident? But it's strange! What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before! Let's see. Oh, I know! Well, we'll see when we get back to when we get out of this. Letters like this, or letters that look a lot like this somehow. I know what it's referring to. Okay. Let's open the little thing with you, Dad. Oh shit, it's broken. Wow! Don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared. Jesus. Look at this knife blade! The tip is broken off! And bloody. And this dark red stain. Blood? Yeah, that would make sense. Switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department, says Edtreth. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Isn't that him standing right there? I'm terribly sorry, but can I ask you to testify for us? Asking for the chief of police to testify for us. About the split between the prosecutors and the police! And this knife! Okay, I mean, sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. Okay. Witness testimony, department in disorder. Okay. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Why not? Guessing that's what I'll press for. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. So where was this knife found again? Probably says in the court. A detective was killed in the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? Or are we talking about the SL9 thing? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Okay. There! There was a murder at the police department? A detective? Wait. Oh, another murder. The SL9. So the this one wasn't at the police department. This one was at the prosecutor's office. That's hush-hush information. Now, gee, we haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait. Is it something that just happened? I thought it was old news. Well, wait a second. You said 5:15, so they would have been at the same time. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Wait a second. In the opening cutscene, it showed two murders happening. They were both stabbed simultaneously, Goodman and whoever the other detective was. Murmur, murmur, murmur. Order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? Yeah, he just told. Don't we have, like, cameras in here or something? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright. Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. Yeah, unless it was planned. Whoever the two, killers they would have had to have been in cahoots, to some degree. So, maybe Leda didn't do this one, but she did the other one, who knows. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Okay, let's do that. Very well, however! What? Keep your questions focused on the case at hand! Okay, so not the other one. Department in disorder. Okay. So, this knife is special, but I can't say how here. Excuse me, special, because the tip is broken. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Well, might that special thing be this little tag? So, I'm guessing this was evidence for some case. Oh, sorry, Rhino, but I can't say that now. Not that! Oh, of course. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife, so the other one isn't relevant to the case, he's going to say. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery! So, wait, so where was this one found again? I'd have to go back to the previous video to figure it out. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something! A muffler! What? Oh, not an enigma. So, okay, that explains a lot. The muffler was found and brought here, and this knife was in it. Okay. So, Elena had to have stashed it there. Assuming it was Lena, allegedly. And then that's why this guy got brought in. Okay, he says, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman, let's press that. This knife was found at the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things go on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, right? Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Rhino. Okay, evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think I have some. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. Yeah, I think I know what it is. Phoenix. I actually thought of that just after I pressed. And, I wish I hadn't seen. So, how were things down at the department? Okay. See, that was a bad day for the department. I don't think that's it, though. I don't think we need so. See, SL9. Yep. There we go. If we check it, it's not 67S. It's not 67S 12-2. It's actually 221 SL9. See, wait a second. Isn't today the 23rd? So 221. That means this would have been 2 days. So. Yeah, it would have been the same time. So, and it's Goodman is what it's marked as. So Goodman somehow knew about SL9 and 220. So, did he write it as he was dying? Okay, I'm gonna take a state. Let's see, where should I put it? There we go. Well, first I have to go back one. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. So, but there is. Present the victim's note. Wait a second. Ah, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection! Let's see. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman, because of the... Can you see? What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from the judge? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. So I'm right. It reads SL92. So we have the note, so that proves the connection. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim, which is upside down. What's this? 6 minus 7S 12-2? No. It's Your Honor. It's upside down. Upside! The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up, but if you flip it, but turn around, but turn around and what do you get? 221 SL9. Ah! Aha! So, yeah. So, 221, is the date, of course. When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down. SL9! That's the same thing as written on this knife's tag! Indeed it is, murmur, gavel, hammer. Order! Well, Chief! Well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto! I guess I win? What game is this guy playing? Apparently I won it, whatever it is. Oh, he says... This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Okay, so we have an entirely new testimony now. We didn't have go through a whole testimony thing first. Let me take a state. So let's go through. That was okay. There was a bad day for the department. So a detective was killed at the police department. Okay, so it replaced the other statement about why he can't, unless there's evidence to link them. So let's press that. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. Okay, so that, let's see. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Right. Nice! Good shows, Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. So that makes us this clapping. it's rhythmic, like it's to the beat. So yeah, man. So it was evidence from a case long since solved, which is what. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. Probably was just around. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edward's car. But how did it get from the police department to there? Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Yeah, I have to. So there is, but well, I'm out. So that was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Let's press that. Something didn't happen in the police department too, did it? Yeah, he already said there was because of the other guy was murdered. You got a good look in your eyes there, right on, my boy. Sharp, hungry! Chief, did something happen, and why haven't I heard? Why haven't you heard, or why didn't you ask? Because why would he ask that? The exclamation point. No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lena's case and all. That makes some... Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? We're both like, dude, fucking tell us. Because we're both in the dark, so... Well, yeah, we already knew the detective was killed. On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Aji? I'm at a loss for words! 2 murders on the same day at the same time of detectives. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? He doesn't say, well, there was a suspect, just arrested him, in fact. And who was it? Don't tell me, it's Angel. Just arrested, that was quick. Okay, but there's still unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, right? Oh, let me guess. Tomorrow is going to be doing all of that. I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one, this kid's sharp. Let me guess, he's going to say no. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Okay, so he's going to give us data, but we'll see. When the victim died, we know that, how the victim was killed, and where the victim was found. Actually, I can do all of them, can't I? Technically. Because I have save states. So let's just start from the top, where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? ... Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. Of course you fucking can't. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. The evidence room? Okay, well, wait a second. I have heard of that. That's where Karma zapped Maya. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Did he? See, this knife was evidence, and so it was stolen from the... So... They were stabbed, so they were probably in there already, and then they, whoever the killer was, just grabbed the nearest knife. There was evidence. There's the connection between the 2 cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Let's see, happy? What? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. Okay. With the link between the 2 cases established, we finally have some leverage. I'm not sure what it being in the evidence room has anything to do with it, but... Now we can get to testify about the details. Okay. No, it's not official link to this case, so I can't... So, I'm gonna take another state. And... load the other one. Doobity-doo. And see, okay, how the victim was killed. Let's see that. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we found, what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. Okay, knife? Okay, that's exactly the same as Detective Goodman, says Ezra. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. Okay, well, what do you mean? There were more similarities between the 2 cases than the cause of death. Okay, say the time. Seems like I'm going to have to press this a little bit harder. Okay. So the time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence. So I'm gonna take another state. But but, I mean, so they're, so if you ask where was it just takes you to the evidence statement. If you ask when, or if you ask how, it takes you to the 515 statement. So, wait, let me go back through the, so yeah, it was stolen from the department's evidence room. See, wait, what did the other state, actually lead me to exactly? So, no, that's not it. That's the original one. See, it leads you to, it's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk about it much. So, it basically just links you to, two detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office. So it basically just changes what statement it takes you to. One at the prosecutor's office and one in the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! Okay, what was it doing there? Okay, so this is the end statement. I better check this knife out. Okay, so we're gonna see. It was stolen. Okay, we know that. So let's go back. Well, let's load this state. So it takes you to the scary. So it takes you to the scary coincidence statement. So where's the officially linked statement? Okay, so the officially linked statement is the very last one. What about the when the victim died? So when did the murder of the police department occur? Now that's a sharp question, right? Oh, very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Okay. So the time of the crime, so that's the same one as before. Okay, I don't like that one. Let's just go back to the officially linked one. Let's press that, or I don't know. It doesn't really fucking matter. Let's just press this one. 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. I mean, what? So what? That was a terrible judge voice. Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Let me guess, Emma's gonna pipe up about something scientific. The audience is gonna murmur. Coincidence? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Yeah, they're definitely connected. It's not a coincidence. They're all scienciness. Chief Gannett, please tell us more about the incident. So, this is going to be the officially linked statement. So, it's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Let's press that. Chief, the defendant's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say! Well, out with it, Righto! What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright! The paper? The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The evidence room. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had written down the numbers on the knife's evidence tag. And we know that the detective murdered the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. So, but the knife that Goodman was killed with has nothing to do with the evidence room. Indeed! There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. So we've established a link between one case and itself. We haven't established a link between the two cases yet, except for the paper. He's just going to blink at me a bit. Okay, you do that. You two make a good pair! It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here! Oh, just tell us. Chief, I request you release your information on the victim at the police department. Right now. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet. No, well, announce it. Can we get the information unofficially? He's going to twirl his hair a bit. Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. Wait, what? Really? Okay. Who would have guessed? Okay, I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Okay, let's press on that. Hold it. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Let's continue. Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, so the victim's division, the victim's ID number, or the victim's gender. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna end the video here. This has going on for a while. I'll make a dash in them out.